All right, good morning. Good morning, everyone. My name is Tom Evers. I'm the area engineer for MoDOT in St. Charles County, and I'm pleased to welcome everyone here today to the Blanchette Bridge dedication. As area engineer for this project, since it's been under construction, but I was also the design project manager, so I'm very pleased. I've seen this job from cradle to completion, so it's a very exciting day for me. But it's just a wonderful day that we can that we have good weather and we have the opportunity to be out here to dedicate this this bridge. It is my honor to welcome our first speaker to the podium. She has recently become a former member of the Missouri Highways and Transportation Commission and is also the former mayor of St. Charles. It is my pleasure to introduce Grace Nichols.
I was on the program.
You are on the program.
Okay. You're good. This is a great day, and there have been many great days in St. Charles County and even more to come. So thanks to a lot of cooperation and hard work from all the city officials and all of the cities in St. Charles County, and to the great staff at MoDOT, who I miss very much because I'm not there now. But we're going to go on from here, and it's going to be amazing what will happen when all these roads and bridges open up, and it's all due to all of you. So thank you.
Next, I would like to welcome the man who is currently in charge of MoDOT's St. Louis District Office. Many of you that are former district engineer Ed Hassinger has become MoDOT's chief engineer in Jefferson City. Today it is my pleasure to welcome and introduce our interim district engineer, Greg Horn.
Hey, Greg.
Thanks, Tom. And thanks, Grace. You've been very supportive of MoDOT in St. Charles County for the last many, many years, so we appreciate you coming out here today. So the existing Interstate 70 Blanchette Memorial Bridge over the Missouri River was originally opened to traffic on August 16, 1958. That was almost 55 years ago exactly. It was part of the first interstate construction project in the United States. Actually, the first project went from here to Highway 94 in St. Charles. Our companion bridge was opened, I-70 was opened in 1978. Now, after 54 years of carrying interstate traffic, the bridge needed major repairs. It needs to handle another 50 years of service. So the $64 million rehabilitation project began in the spring of 2012. Now the project replaced the deck, the overhead truss, and did a lot of work on the piers in the river. We also actually shortened the bridge. We got rid of a few spans on the on the St. Louis County side. Wrong bridge. But the total bridge length is just under 4,000 feet. So this project had a very, very aggressive schedule. We'll be opening this bridge to traffic this month, less than 10 months after we closed it. And this just wasn't a normal 10 months. This team during this 10 months fought record low rivers or stages. At some points the river only got to 5 feet deep. That caused us to build a causeway to be able to work out there because we're going to get the barges in. The team fought near record spring floods, forcing them out of the river and moving all their equipment out of the area. The spring also brought around a series of tornadoes which ripped through the area, causing damage to the project and even the loss of a barge downstream. In spite of all these things, we are still going to open this bridge 2 months ahead of schedule. I have to thank our contractor, Walsh Construction, our designer, Jacobs Engineering, as well as the MoDOT construction team for all their hard work and sleepless nights to accomplish this very challenging goal. We also have to thank St. Charles City and St. Charles County and St. Louis County for their cooperation and coordination to make this project a success. I think we owe them a round of applause. So safety is a top priority of MoDOT and with our contracting partners. Working on the construction of a major river bridge, well, working on any highway construction project is dangerous work. Despite our best efforts, we still suffered the heartbreaking loss of a coworker and a friend on this project. At this time, I would request a moment of silence for the loss of laborer Patrick Bray. Thank you. Finally, I want to thank the citizens of St. Charles and St. Louis County for their patience while we went through this project. I know it seemed like a long time, but it was very short, actually. We are pleased to deliver another outstanding bridge to the citizens of Missouri. Thanks.
Thank you, Greg. Senator Tom Dempsey from St. Charles was unable to be here today, but I'm pleased that his colleague and another senator from St. Charles County could be here. I'd like to introduce State Senator Scott Root.
Thank you. On behalf of Senator Dempsey, whose district we're standing in the rest of St. Charles County, just wanted to say thank you to the people that travel this, everyone that's been very safe and slowing down and making sure that everyone is safe through the construction area. 10 months to get a new bridge is pretty darn impressive. That's just how we do things in St. Charles County. I think this is going to show the rest of the state that if you want a great place to live, work, and play, it's right here in St. Charles County. Take a look at the major construction projects going on in the state. They're all in St. Charles County. You got this bridge, you got the bridge on I-64, you have Page Avenue Extension. That's what happens when you get communities on all the cities that work together and the chambers of commerce come together and we all stand behind projects and we speak with one voice to the state, to MoDOT, and we say this is the best place to live in the whole state. We want to make sure we have a high-class bridge so that people can travel and come and visit our businesses and get to their loved ones. So congratulations to Walsh Construction. Great job, and congratulations to the tax-paying citizens on another project that's done ahead of time. We look forward to the next ribbon cutting on the other bridge. Thank you much.
I think we're also getting some gratification from the truck drivers driving along the highway. Huh? I'm sure they'll definitely be thrilled when the bridge is open as well. Our state representatives are also very key to our transportation projects. St. Charles County has great elected officials who stay informed on transportation, and we appreciate their inclusion very much. So I'm pleased today that we have State Representative Chrissy Holmes. I'm sorry, Chrissy Summers.
That's you and me together. Sure. Hi there. Basically, I don't know if anybody knows this saying, but Lily Tomlin said the road to success is always under construction. And that's kind of apropos for this situation. But I always think of the road to happiness leads to St. Charles. And obviously, along the way, you need to make many stops. So I encourage you to stop at 5th Street and First Capitol and Zumbo and Cave Springs and all the way out so that you have happiness here in St. Charles. So thank you, and I appreciate this. And this is a great day, and I'm looking forward to the bridge being open and for people to have a great time here in St. Charles. Thank you.
All right. St. Charles County is a great partner to MoDOT, and we're sorry that County Executive Steve Ellman could not be here today, but on behalf of the county, I would like to introduce County Director of Transportation, John Greif-Sue.
Well, thank you. I'd first like to thank the thousands of residents that listened on day one to divert to 370 and 364. Because of their participation and cooperation, this traffic was smooth on I-70 that first day, and they continued to work and progress nicely throughout the rest of construction. So that cooperation, the residents of St. Charles County, not only at the elected level, but the citizens level that travel this road back and forth to work each day, to church, to shopping, thank you very much. We hear a lot about the success of this project, and it definitely was a great success, and that comes through partnership. We haven't mentioned our federal partners. This is a federal interstate, so the cooperation of the federal government, the state government, county government, city government, our Chamber of Commerce, our businesses, the casino, the Bass Pro, citizens on the street. This is a success primarily because of that cooperation, that level of effort. It's amazing what can be done and how quickly a project can be done when you're not fighting amongst each other and you're working on how to get the job done. So I'd like to once again just thank MoDOT for taking the leadership there, getting other players to the table, talking about project, defining a scope that can be built and built fast, and providing not only a fast project, but a quality project. I'd like to thank Walsh Construction. Obviously, they did a great job of managing tough situations with the river, dealing with traffic on the interstate. When we look back at 1950, we had 30,000 people that lived in all of St. Charles County. We're near 380,000 today. We had 2 river crossings. We have now about 8 river crossings, bridge crossings. This is a great place to live. It's great because we have people that work hard each day to make it that way. So once again, thanks to MoDOT, thanks to Federal Highway, and thank you, more importantly, to all our residents of St. Charles County.
Thank you, John. State Representative Zare has also just come. So if you're ready to come on up, we'll have you say a few words too, and we appreciate your help as a state representative as well. So if you'd like to say a few words, thank you.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. It's great to see everybody here. I just drove in from Jeff City, and that's why I'm a few minutes late. But what I want to tell you is how important this transcontinental highway is, not only to St. Charles, but to the entire St. Louis region. And the transition and the coordination and cooperation from the city of St. Charles through Mayor Faith's office was amazing, that it really wasn't as bad as the traffic as everybody said it was going to be. So once again, I also thank MoDOT for a speedy finish and completion to this project ahead of schedule. And actually, I know we're not going to open it today, but it's going to be a good birthday present for me, because on August 26th, that's when it's going to be fully operational, and that's my birthday. So thank you very much, MoDOT. Thank you.
And our last speaker, and last but not least, for sure, you know, we've had again, in my role, being able to work with the city of St. Charles was very nerve-wracking at first, because I was just worried that when we were approaching them with the idea of closing down this bridge and putting all the traffic over there in a tight configuration, there was so much worry and trepidation, I think, and but they didn't show it. They were great partners to us, and we really appreciate all the work that we did with the city and with the mayor and all of our staff. And it was just a tremendous effort, because obviously this is the kind of the center point of the city, right here next to the bridge, and it's, you know, the access to and from to get people in and out, whether you're residents or business owners or shoppers down here. Just a very key piece to get traffic flow into and out of the city. So I'm pleased to introduce St. Charles City Mayor Sally Faith.
Thank you, Tom. Appreciate it. All right. Hi. All right. This is good. This is a wonderful opportunity. Everyone has been thanked. So I have a 5-page speech here that Carol made for me, but I promise I won't use it all. My first thing is I'd like to thank Tom Evers and Linda Wilson. And it's just, they were with us at our meetings. I'd like to thank Charlotte Worthington, Lori, doing the wayfinding committee. Lori Feldman is in Africa. Somebody's got to be there. All right. But they worked, and everybody worked, and the businesses, and so I'd like to say thank you for that. And also the St. Charles Chamber, Scott. Where's Scott Tate? He's here. And I see Jim Frankie out there. Ameristar helped us with getting things pulled together. And so the main key that I hear is cooperation and partnerships. And that's what everyone has said. So that's what makes things happen and get done. And I am so glad. I'm so glad to be standing here. And I'm so glad that you're standing here. And someone coming up said it's really quicker to drive across the bridge than it is to walk, but that's because they're driving too fast. No. But thank you, thank you, thank you. Walsh Contract, you worked with us. Appreciate everyone's hard work. And thank you, and come back to St. Charles and shop. Thank you.
At this time, I would also like to thank the other elected officials or the representatives who have joined us today. Brendan Fahey is here representing U.S. Senator Claire McCaskill. Thank you. Breck Mulhill representing U.S. Congresswoman Ann Wagner. Dan Engemann representing U.S. Congressman Blaine Luchtenmeyer. State Representative Kathy Conway. State Representative Kurt Barr. St. Charles County Councilman John White. St. Charles City Council members Mary Ann Ohms, Tom Besselman, and Jerry Reese. And St. Peter's Alderman Jerry Hollingsworth. And thank you for being here today on behalf of Mayor Len Pagano, Jerry. Also special thank you to the City Council members Laurie Feldman and Tom Besselman for their work on the City Wayfinding Committee. MoDOT was very pleased to serve on that committee, which helped to, again, work together to get people and shoppers and tourists to and from the city and find them, kind of finding them another way to get to the city of St. Charles and get to downtown Main Street and all the shops and businesses in the area. So again, if you are a member of that wayfinding committee, please raise your hand so we can thank you now. Thank you, Charlotte. I also want to formally thank the other St. Charles City staff and attendants for all their hard work and cooperation, including city administration, public works, economic development, and community relations. Thank you so much for your hard work. I also want to thank all the emergency responders from both sides of the river who worked with us to ensure that we had a good plan for keeping the public safe. Anytime that there was an incident that was out, whether it was a small fender bender or whatever, they were very quick in responding and clearing that incident. So we really thank all of the cooperation from all the emergency responders. So thank you very much. I also want to thank the Federal Highway Administration for supporting us and working with us throughout the course of this project. We appreciate the Missouri Administrator Kevin Ward and his staff for being here today. And I also want to thank the MoDOT team who worked on this project. We had a special value engineering team that took place in 2010, which seemed like an eternity ago, but it wasn't that long ago, where we were talking about how we were going to make this work and make this work as efficiently and cost effective as possible. Some of that team is here today, so if you served on that value engineering team, will you please raise your hand and be recognized? I also want to recognize the MoDOT construction staff that was working here, that's been working here every single day for quite some time. It probably seems like a home away from home for many of them. And construction resident engineer Neil Jansen and his team have just done a fantastic job on this project, working with Walsh Construction. Any members of the MoDOT team who are here today, please raise your hand. And the design for the bridge rehabilitation was done by Jacobs Engineering Group here in St. Louis. I want to thank David Dieselkamp, Ernie Petzold, Bob Niemitz, Adam Garms, and Denise Zerillo, and the rest of your team for your work on the design through this construction process. Thank you very much. And all the hard work that you've witnessed, that you see here, that you're standing upon, and you have driven past this project for the past year, has come from the leadership of Walsh Construction Company. Walsh has been a great partner with us and have been working with the local trades here in St. Louis, and have worked countless number of hours to get this project to the stage that it is today. Many of those workers are here today and working right behind us, feverishly trying to get this bridge ready to open soon. And many of them will also be working this weekend in preparation for transferring the traffic over to the westbound bridge. I want to recognize Walsh's project manager, Dan Blevins, who is here. Thank you very much, Dan. And everyone from Walsh Construction that's here. Thank you. Thank you all for coming out today, and now let's cut the ribbon.